Hey guys, Coach Mitch here. Let's get something straight about the FBI phasing. Phase one is the situational judgment test. It's a written test. It's not really part of your actual interview for phase two. So you have to understand situational judgment. Understand it's not about yes or no. It's about your mindset. It's not about right or wrong. It's about your mindset. You cannot get to phase two of the interview unless you understand what phase one is all about. It's going to have some heavy situational judgment type test questions in there. You have to understand how to answer those. Now, let's get into this. So you got through phase one. That's great. But now you're in phase two. Phase two, the interview, people think are hypotheticals. They think it's like a CBP or a BP type interview questions, and they're not. Those two departments are about situationals, right? Things you probably never experienced before or maybe have some loose idea about. The FBI phase two is about stories, your stories. And here's where people crumble. They tend to think, oh, I have to make it heroic because it's an FBI interview. And it's not that way at all. I teach you how to recreate your truth. We keep a truth all the way through. There's no nonsense in my coaching. I don't do that. We're going to use your stories, though, and build upon them, extrapolate certain information, push up things they want to hear, press down things they don't need to hear, because a lot of times my civilians, you who are looking for FBI occupations, tend to babble a lot in the interviews. They don't want that. They want to know what you have done in the past to answer a question they're going to ask you. And so the strategy has been the same for 6 years. We are going to work on your stories, going to get your backpack full of good stories so you can pull them out as needed and give them to these guys in a very presentable way. We're not going to memorize 100% negative. We're going to have about 80% figured out. The other 20%, we must be flexible because they might ask you a question on top of that question as part of your story. Now, it's your story, right? But it's how we talk about it with logic, training, mission, focus. Those are the things they're looking at in this FBI interview panel. You're not going to fool them. You're not going to press them. So do not go the Superman route. They don't want Supermen. They want logical men and women. That's what they're looking for. Decision makers. If you're serious about getting prepped for phase two, the interview, join the hundreds and hundreds of others who've come through my doors for my coaching. Link down below. I'll show you how to do it. Take care. And everybody here, continue your mission. Bye-bye.